Johannes Vermeer, the genius artist behind masterpieces like The Milkmaid and Girl with a Pearl Earring. It's all about light, technique, and stillness. But outside the frame, there was no stillness at all. 11 children screaming in his ears from dawn till night, money running out, debt piling up, a promising life crushed by pressure and exhaustion. And yes, that's not it. He didn't just die, the world forgot he ever lived for 200 years. In this video, you'll learn how Vermeer truly lived, the meaning hidden inside his paintings, and the chaos beyond them that finally crushed him. So we're in Delft right now, the place where Johannes Vermeer is born in 1632. A city of canals, humble order, and quiet wealth. Vermeer doesn't come from genius or nobility. His dad runs a tavern here and sells some art. This is the Dutch golden age about to go platinum. Trade is off the charts, science is figuring things out, art is everywhere. Painting isn't a daydream, it's a solid career choice. And Vermeer knows early on, yeah, I'm gonna do that. So what does early Vermeer look like? Majestic classics, but super humble. Christ taking it all in instead of giving a speech. A saint all about everyday devotion. A goddess pulled down to real life. Then he pivots, big time, straight into genre scenes. I'll explain in a bit why. 1653. Vermeer becomes a master in the Guild of St. Luke, and later he even runs the place. Look, nothing but net until this point for our Johannes. To top it all off, he marries Katharina Bollnäs and moves into her family's house. Good family, money, stability. Cheers. Vermeer's life looks exactly like his paintings suggest. Calm, ordered, beautiful. Which is exactly why the downfall hurts so much more. Before we talk about his financial and personal meltdown, I want you to feel his world first. So that's a typical Dutch house of the time. Actually, a lot of scenes in Vermeer's paintings take place in a house like that. You want to go inside? Oh hey, sorry, don't mind us. We just want to take a look around here. Look to the right. Shh. Wow, what a curtain. Look at the weight of it. The pattern, so intricate. Look, and there he is. Our Johannes Vermeer doing his magic. But it's not just about the people. Look up at the map. Every line, every fold, the outside world pressed flat. In these scenes, the room matters as much as the people inside it. Wow, even an astronomer? What are you searching for? A new planet? No, I'm looking for a place in the universe where Johannes doesn't owe money. Hey, have you guys seen Johannes? There's an officer downstairs. Nah, we haven't really seen him, no. Wow, it's so dark in this room. Wait, let me light a candle. Wow, what a classic. The Girl with a Pearl Earring. Not posed, not settled. She's turning, still mid-motion. Lips parting, eyes catching the light for the first time. It's not meant to feel like a painting. It feels like a fleeting moment in time. It is. I can hear you talk. Whew. Oh look, the famous Milkmaid. If you understand the Milkmaid, you understand Vermeer. It's a small room, quiet, almost sealed off. A stage so small that ordinary life becomes the spectacle. Step closer, come on. Smell the bread warming the air. The faint sweetness of fresh milk. Touch the soft fabric. Notice the reflections trembling in the carafe. The tiny hole in the window, the nail, the scars in the wall. Vermeer wants you fully here in the room. Light slips in from the left and settles gently on the walls, on the table, on our quiet star of the moment. Warm yellows hold the space together. Deep blues slow everything down. She pours milk with the elegance of a ceremony. Some see a maid pouring milk. Vermeer sees something else entirely, an everyday queen crowned by light. Once you understand his signature, you see it everywhere. The gentle light, the blues and yellows, the stillness of the moment, the everyday beauty. Man, does everyone in this house play an instrument or what? You got that right. We're the Vermeer girls. We're gonna be huge one day. Girls, are you ready?
If you got the time
Johannes, you're not starting a band. We need money. But it's the Vermeer girls. No, absolutely not. So, we're not the Vermeer girls? Not anymore. Wait, where's my pearl earring? Johannes! Okay, but here's the strange thing about all of this. Picture yourself in the Dutch Golden Age. Imported silk, silver on the table, spices from 3 continents. With all due respect, why would you hang a maid on your wall? Why not a philosopher to show you're smart, Jesus to show you're blessed, or trade ships to show you got the money? Because the people buying these works were Calvinists. And to understand why that matters, join me on a religious spectacle tour. Now we're standing in a Catholic church. See it this way. Catholicism is the full cathedral experience. Look around. Gold, saints, opulence, stories on every wall, the full glam. Protestantism basically says, okay, maybe less of all of that? As you can see here, fewer images, fewer rituals, more restraint. And Calvinism goes, if it sparkles, it's gone. No spectacle, no access, no images of God. For Calvinists, daily life was the true prayer. Discipline, restraint, hard work. So meaning shifts. From saints to households, from miracles to moral behavior, from heaven to everyday life. These genre paintings weren't anti-religious. They were basically reminders of how to behave. And that's exactly the world Vermeer paints. Prosperity, yes, but hard-earned and humble. The reason Vermeer struggles with money is in a way the same reason his paintings are so good. He works painfully slow. Where other painters are churning out a dozen artworks a year, Vermeer paints maybe 2, 3, some years nothing. Beauty takes time, but time takes money. Okay, so I guess they're at least big, right? Man, all of Vermeer's paintings almost fit into Rembrandt's Night Watch. I know, it's huge. Roughly 360 times 440 meters. In inches, that's half a pickup truck. Anyway, this is the Milkmaid next to it, or the girl with the pearl earring. The paintings are tiny, the output is slow, and the sales are rare. Vermeer survives mostly by selling his work to one single patron, Pieter van Rijve, so the money never quite catches up with the magic on the canvas. And meanwhile, the house is chock full of people depending on him. To give you some context, in the Dutch Republic at the time, women have around 5 to 7 children on average. Because of high child mortality, only 2 or 3 reach adulthood. When you think of Vermeer, you picture this. But he has 11 children, so his house in the city is stuffed with 14 to 16 people constantly. The 11 kids, his wife, his mother-in-law, the maids, noise in every nook and cranny. I'm not saying the only reason he paints silence is to escape the chaos at home, but Johannes had a very different Vermeer experience than we have. Kids are expensive, even back then. For a while he keeps it together, balancing everything just enough to stay afloat. Until 1672, when history decides to flash mob the country with war, devastation and panic. It's called the Rampjaar, the disaster year. The Dutch Republic is attacked from all sides during the Franco-Dutch War. Trade freezes, money stops moving. For Vermeer, it's fatal. Art becomes a luxury where even the rich think, maybe next year. Even his mother-in-law runs out of help. Endless debt, Johannes! Children screaming, Johannes! And no way out. Johannes! The stress totally overwhelms and literally kills him. He suddenly dies at the age of 43. And the aftermath was brutal too. His wife Katharina is left with 11 children and crushing debt everywhere. She pawns paintings, furniture, even household goods just to survive. To add insult to injury, Johannes Vermeer was completely forgotten for nearly 200 years. Not because he failed as an artist, because he made too little. No workshop, no students, almost no paper trail. Just a handful of quiet paintings that others got the credit for. In the 19th century, Théophile Thoré-Burgat saw a view of Delft and thought, something's off here. This was too good to be from some random guy, so he traced wrong credits and revived the name Johannes Vermeer. He didn't get every painting right, but he did something bigger. He brought Vermeer back into the limelight. From there, the world slowly caught up. Johannes, you stubborn romantic. You created a humble, quiet monument that outlived everything that crushed you. A space to slow down, to breathe, to feel human. The place you go when you just need a minute. A visual monument not for gods, not for heroes, not for saints elevated beyond touch, but for people working, people surviving, a kind-hearted monument for lace makers, maids, milkmaids, people like us. History doesn't bother with moments like this. Schools don't mention them, statues aren't raised for them. But Johannes, you saw them. You stopped time for them. 400 years later, your paintings still tell us the quiet matters, the ordinary matters, the everyday matters. And because of you, Johannes, it still does. And somehow, against all odds, the Vermeer girls are famous around the world. Girls, one more song? If you want to stay a little longer and listen to the Vermeer girls, be my guest. Or check out Monet's insane art rebellion, or follow Van Gogh on his way from epic failure to art legend. Like, subscribe, and until next time, Vermeer girls forever, my friend.